What's up, perfectly average golfers? Welcome back to the channel. Before we dig into the video, I want to first and foremost apologize that the content has not been rolling out at the same regular rate that it usually is. However, I'm having nothing on my calendar to my job completely filling it up in about 48 hours. So we've been a little bit behind on the editing and the posting, but I'm hoping that we can get back into the swing of things because I got a lot of great golf coming up for you guys. We'll be in California for the next 3 videos, a couple of videos back over in North Carolina, and then a really special treat from a round that we played in Texas. So sorry about the inconsistent posting, but hopefully we'll be back on track, and hopefully you'll be around to join me for it. What's up, perfectly average golfers? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Santa Clarita, California. I'm out here with a little bit of a workcation, staying an extra day to play out at Sand Canyon Country Club just outside of Santa Clarita, north side of LA. And oh my goodness, I haven't looked at many of the holes yet, but just the experience walking in, driving up, this is going to be a lot of fun. There are 3 sets of 9 holes out here and we're going to play them all. So it's going to be a really fun day worth of golf. Hopefully we continue to play well. I just got out of the driving range and clubs are feeling pretty good, but it is hitting off mat, and I'm a little bit of a head case when it comes to hitting off mat versus hitting off the actual ground itself. But the course looks absolutely pure, and I've only really looked at like 2 fairways so far, so I'm pumped. A lot of mountain vistas. I'm really excited to get it going. We're going to do this in 3 parts, starting off on the mountain course to get things going. So this will just be part number 1. We'll then, of course, do the second part on the next 9 and the third part on the final 9. So if you're looking to get a look at the course itself, I will be doing this more of a course vlog style. I'll try to give you guys a little bit of review-ish and stuff like that. I don't want to go too detailed into that because I am here on vacation just trying to enjoy the day. But if you're looking to kind of see the course, definitely stick along. If you're here because you're just enjoying perfectly average golf, also stick around for that. We'll catch you guys as we get to the first tee box here in the mountain course. All right, we are going to play off the black tees out here as the total distance is going to be roughly about 3,300 to 3,500 per each of the 9s, which is pretty much right where we should be. Hole number 1 is a par 5 here on the mountain, and it's playing about 532 from the back box. Bunker to the right is about where the aiming line is, as I believe this hole does kind of bend over to the right once you get up and over the hill. The one thing I am noticing about this course is the fairways are actually pretty tight, but there is a lot of rough, so it's going to reward you if you find the fairway, but the rough that I was chipping out of on the practice green was pretty thick, so we'll see how things kind of fare, and hopefully we get to hit a nice solid starting drive as we get ready for this par 5. That may be a little bit too far right, but I hit it really well, so we'll see. All right, so it looks like we may have gone on a play a little bit. I didn't realize how closely this kind of trash and waste area came over on the side, but this is about where I think I should have been based on the line. The flag is just beyond this tree, about 230 yards. I've got 5 wood. Gonna really need to put something up there. That's not really good, but it's gonna roll. Obviously not the greatest piece of contact in the world, but we got 150 left or so. The 150 markers right here with the pin. I can't really tell actually. It kind of does look like it's near the front. I still got 9 iron wind coming against me. Just gotta hit it well. Yeah, just on the front of the green. A little fade on it, not really what we wanted, but it gives us a putt. Got this playing with a little right to left in it. Pretty much dead straight. Gave it a good roll though. All right, good putt. Good drive, good 9 iron, 2 good putts, just 1 bad 5 wood. And the penalty because we went a little bit out of play. I couldn't find it. The waste area lot here looks like it's gonna be pretty dense and pretty hard to find balls, so we definitely need to keep the ball in play. Pretty forehead statement, but such is life. +1 here through 1. All right, second hole, par 4, playing about 424. Steep the descended fairway. and it gets a little bit tight up closer towards the pin itself. I've still got driver here. Again, a lot of trash both on the left and the right for waste areas, but hopefully we should be okay. Just gonna take a nice easy swing and hopefully find something right in the middle of the fairway. Really tough to see the ball because the sky is pretty white, not so blue, but it's starting to bleed a little bit right. I think we should be okay. It wasn't super spinny. Hopefully we can find it. All right, we stayed in play just off the fairway. Again, I thought it was spinny, but it wasn't super spinny. A lot of wind held it up, only about a 245-yard drive. We still have about 178 to go down the hill. Not really a lot of great aiming points here, but there's this bush that's kind of closest to me. That's kind of the line that I want to take. The pin is just to the left side of the green, rather, just to the left side of that long tree up there. So I'm kind of splitting the difference between the two of those with this lie that hopefully gives me a bit of a draw. Got 6-iron here to hit about a 180 shot. Whoa, what the? Well, that was a weird piece of contact. We got about 100 yards to go. I've got sand wedge. Hopefully a nice solid piece of contact will put it somewhere close. That was good contact, but I think it's gonna be pretty short, middle of the green. Yeah, that's okay. It was good contact. All right, pretty long par putt here. I got it pretty straight. It's up the hill. Speed was okay. It went a little bit right to left on me though. Bogey start, but that's to be expected when you have two really weird pieces of contact as your second shot. Next hole, number 3, it's a par 4, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like the fairway does split with some water and some waste areas in between the first set of the fairways and the second. So the maximum distance we can hit is close to about 230, I believe, here from the black tee box. So just to play it safe, I've got 4 hybrid. We can get there in 2 no matter what we hit here, so we're not gonna get too risky with this. 4 hybrid will be up there, and then a medium iron in, hopefully, to get on in 2, and maybe get one of these bogeys back with a birdie here. Nice low stinger. Yeah, and that thing rolled pretty good. I mean, the wind was coming against. I didn't mean to hit it that low. We take those, and I should be in a pretty solid spot for a second look. Really in an ideal space to be. Anything further up, there is a little bit of ground to repair and some rough. So, man, we only had about 20, 30 yards more to play with. So we're happy with the selection. It gets me to about 165 to the middle of the green. With the wind coming against, I'm going to club up to a 7-iron, hit about a 170 shot. Really good. Really good. Ooh, just a touch short. Wind must have been a little bit stronger. The flag is starting to whip now, of course, but I hit that pretty darn well. Should be an up and down look for par. All right, first chip attempt here on the course. Hit a couple on the practice green, but there really wasn't a lot of rough to chip out of. So we're just gonna try to get something up onto the green. Hope it rolls out. It should come left to right a little bit. Go in the hole. Hit that perfect. Should be a tap in par. A little bit more than a tap in here. A little bit of tester par putt, but we're good for par. All right, hole 4, par 3. Typically plays about 150, but the pin today is actually pretty front right. So with that, I'm gonna play about a 135, 140 shot, which is gonna be a pitching wedge teed up for me. And hopefully we just get something on there and get a look for birdie. This looks like a pretty easy hole, and with this pin location, as long as we keep it on the front side of the green, we should be pretty good. ball was findable down in this area, but the camera setup is not going to be very favorable because I don't have anywhere else to put the camera really. I got to get up and down here. Really tough shot, and to lift this, it's going to take a pretty incredible shot here. Well, it's up and out. For a second I thought I was going to hit that brick wall and come right back. Thing is, that's probably really far past the green, so we'll see. Keep coming. Man, that's embarrassing. That is a very bad par 3. Every shot was poor. All right, very poor attempt on the par 3 as mentioned, but now we go into a pretty short par 4. I think it's playing like 390 or so. And it looks like it's another split fairway situation where the landing zone's actually really tight, and a 280 shot will put us what looks to be in a little bit of danger. So I'm gonna take 3-wood here, play a safer shot closer towards the right side bunkers. It'll give us a mid-iron in, and the pin looks like it's actually pretty far back today. So we'll see. I may hit driver as a second shot just for fun, just to learn, but it's gonna be a 3-wood to start. Yeah, there's really no need to hit driver. That was perfect, so we're just gonna take that. Perfect position. Driver, even if we hit it perfect, there's a bunch of just dead area over there. So unless you can carry it all the way past it, which would have been like a 315-yard drive, there's no reason. So this was the right play. Now we got about 145 into the middle, but it's a back pin, so we're probably taking 9-iron here. So I'm actually gonna take 8-iron. There is a little bit of hurting wind, and it's kind of an in-between number. It's probably like 155 to get back there. So it's gonna be an easy 8. Still a full swing, but I'm not gonna try to spank it. Perfect. Come on. Ooh. May have been a little long. It was a really, really good strike. We'll see. I saw it come down in the back fringe, which if that's the case, not the worst place to miss. All right, so it went a lot deeper than I thought it did. Definitely a wrong club situation. Maybe giving a little bit more credit to that wind than I should have. So now we're getting up and down for par again. Looks like the green wants to kind of push away from me and maybe a little bit left to right. I'm just gonna kind of go right at it. Try to get this in the air a little bit. Hope it sits nice and pretty for us. Sit nice and pretty in the hole. Ooh! I don't know. If the pin's not in, maybe, but it had a lot of speed, so we'll take that little tap in par hopefully here. Okay, that's a good hole right there. 4 perfect shots, love that. Really great hole right there. Great drive with the 3-wood. The 8-iron was hit perfect, it just was the wrong club. And then the chip and the putt was easy, but the chip was obviously pretty darn incredible. I'm really enjoying my time out here. I will say this much, you know, I know LA golf is very pricey. This course, when I got it before noon, was $70. After noon, it was like $45. And driving in here with the views that you have, I was like, dude, that's such a steal. The course isn't about $70 shape for LA. Some of the tee boxes aren't very well taken care of. There are some pretty big dead spaces here and there, but for the price, the vistas are unbelievable, and the course is rolling really pure. The fairways look like they're really taken care of where they're supposed to be fairway, and the greens are really well kept and they're rolling true. So really good stuff here. Hole number 6 is going to be a par 3, playing about 190 from the back based on where this pin is positioned. The bunker on the left is a bit menacing, and you don't really want to go too far right. So I got a little bit of helping wind. It looks like it's a mid position as mentioned, so I'm gonna go 5 hybrid here. Hope we can get something up there on the green for a look at birdie. Yeah, it looks like it just went off the green to the right. It faded on me a little bit, but it was good contact, and I think that was the right club. All right, dead on pin high. Up and down try here. We're gonna try to lift this again. and see if we can land it just on the right side of this fringe, and it should roll down. The green's rolling away from me. Let's see. Oh, it's too short. Oh wow, I got a hot bounce. Okay, that got a really hot bounce coming off that fringe. Tough putt from there. Had that curl in right to left at the end. Guess not. Can't be too mad about the roll. Hit the putt pretty darn well. Tough to take bogeys and things like that over par on par threes, but really we can't be too upset because the contact off the tee box was good. And now as you're seeing it, it's going to be hole 7, par 4, steep dog leg to the right, and the line is going to be over these trees that are kind of hugging this dog leg curve. I got driver for it. It's playing about 376, and if a good drive comes out, it should be rewarded with like a 100-shot yard into the green. So let's see if we can capitalize here. That's left. Hold, hit a hill and come back. All right, pretty big miss hit right there. But I think it caught the curve on the left and maybe rolled around, so we should be okay with the shot. That was a very poor miss hit though. Yeah, so we hit this hill over here. It looks like it rolled and settled. The ball is pretty far below my feet. I'm not sure if you can see the flag on the camera or not, but it's kind of right in line with that green tree. And it's playing front position with a little bit of helping wind. It's about 145, 148. I've got an easy 9-iron here. Don't want to make the same mistakes as we did in that last par 4 where we just took the wrong club. I caught that really heavy. Jeez. That's going to be chipping from there. That was a pretty poor strike. I'm really bad at hitting when the ball is that far below my feet. Definitely something I got to think through a little bit more. Maybe just take more practice swings. I just kind of stepped up and hit that. Pretty poor shot right there, obviously. Still got about 50 yards or so to get up there. So we got sand wedge. This is the worst part of our game from a while ago. Let's see if we have made corrections. That's left. And the distance would have been fine, but I think I just curled the face a little bit too much. Wow. Slow down. Holy smokes, it's still rolling. Wow. It wanted to start going that way. Man, that is a very poor hole right there for double. Outside of that first par 3, that's, I think, the worst that we've played so far today. Weird contact. I mean, the miss-hit driver, the miss-hit 9-iron, not great. You can't really expect to do too much when you're miss-hitting 2 straight shots. And then that chip off the fringe. That thing I knew was going to go left to right, but not that much. It went way out there. So tough hole right there for the double. We got 2 more to play here, though, on the mountain course. All right, next hole up is mountain course number 8, par 4, and it's a drivable one. I don't really know the line, so we're gonna play one for safety and then play one with the aggressive. We'll see if we can get there. I'm gonna play about a 4 hybrid shot just up the middle of the fairway. There is a bunker kind of guarding the right side, so we definitely wanna be closer towards the left, and the fairway gets really narrow past about 220 yards. And then the driver shot's gonna go right over the top of this kind of tree over here off the tee box, and we'll just kind of see if we can get it there. Yeah, a little bit further right than I would have liked. It's going to leave us a really difficult uphill second shot, but should be good. Let's go for it for driver. I actually didn't see that come down, but I know the line that it hit off of. We'll see. The driver, I hit it right in the middle of the face. I didn't get it up in the air and it started a little left, but I think we should be able to find it. It should be like right front side left of the green maybe. We'll see. All right, so here's where the 4 hybrid landed. My drive is just left of this green side bunker. I think we're just gonna play both balls and then see what we score. Hopefully this will be birdie on both of them because they're both pretty easy shots, relatively speaking. It's a back pin, got about 100 yards, sand wedge up the hill. Yeah, it's a little left, but that's a great divot. I just got smacked in the face by a bunch of mud. All right, so here's our drive. Yeah, it's just short left of the green. I think if we were to put that a little bit more on line and got it in the air, probably would have gotten there. That's okay. Got a pretty deep pin position like we mentioned, so there's really no need to be bashful about this. Gonna try to get this one all the way to the back, mostly on the flight. That got about halfway there on the flight. Both balls are actually almost in the exact same position as you're gonna see it, so oh well, not a great piece of contact there, but we still have 2 putts for par. All right, so there's both balls. They're literally really close to one another at the pin, all the way back there. So we got some pretty testy putts coming up. I guess we'll just keep playing out both of them just to see what happens, but realistically, we're kind of hitting the same shot right here. Right idea for the line, wrong idea for the speed. Just gonna play this here so I don't have to move the camera since they're about the same spot. Yeah, those are 2 really poor putts. I'm not gonna lie, those are poor efforts. That didn't want to keep breaking, unfortunately. Wow. Those are some very poor putts. Really missed an opportunity there. It's another bogey, and that puts us to +8 through 8. Not the best 9 in the world, but we've got 2 bad doubles, and we've only found, what, 2 pars, I think, so far? It's what you expect. Final hole on the Mountain 9, and you're gonna see this tee shot. It's kind of a scary one. Blind, you do have a bit of a vision alley right over this left fairway bunker, which is the correct line. Playing at 429 yards, driver is 100% still the club, and like I mentioned, we just kind of got to hug the line right over the top of this bunker that you're about to see. Hopefully that'll give us kind of a wedge in, maybe a pitching wedge in. Yeah, I'm looking right over this bunker right here. It's a really scary shot. You can't see any fairway. I see no fairway at all. That is pounded. Yeah, perfect line. Right in the middle of the face. It's a nice easy swing. I felt myself over swing on that last par 4. So I let the arms come through, dead straight. Why don't I just do that every time? Yeah, perfect drive. After the rollout, I landed about 295. I don't know why I don't just do that every time. Got about 105 yards, helping wind, slightly downhill, full sand wedge. Let's get something close here to this mid-pin position. Well, it's on, but it is right and pretty short. It's got to push that a little bit. Divot looks okay. I don't know, we got to figure out the sand wedge. We're still not hitting that perfect. I'm gonna play this pretty darn straight. It's got to get it there. Looks like it's playing a little downhill, but we've underestimated a handful of putts in the last couple, so we're gonna give this a little bit more power here. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Go in the hole! Oh man, what? I couldn't even give you the normal big let's go because let's go ahead and pick that up real quick. Well, hey, that's one heck of a way to finish. I think that puts us to -7 with that birdie through 9, which is really not that bad. I think that's correct. It's -7 or -8, one of the two. The editing will be correct for you, but that's gonna do it here for the first 9, first part of 3 total out here at Sand Canyon. There's still the Valley course and the Desert course to play. Not sure which one we're gonna go to next, so make sure you subscribe right now. If you're local towards Santa Clarita and Burbank, definitely would recommend giving this one a shot. It's a pretty fun course, and well, 27 holes of golf is never all that upsetting. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, get on to the next 9. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment what was your favorite shot. Probably that last putt for most of you, and we'll catch you guys right back here for the second part at Sand Canyon. Till the next part, hopefully you guys out there keep staying perfectly average. So long.